Welcome to sunny Southwest Florida. Another great tour, the daily tour of homes and foreclosures down here in Southwest Florida. I just want to take this opportunity to wish every one of you, from my family, Carol, Cameron, and myself, to yours, a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a wonderful holiday season. For all of you out there, wherever you are, I wish you and your family the best for this holiday season, and I hope everybody takes a little bit of time to stay close to their family and friends, because after all, that's what's important. Take care of each other and have a wonderful holiday season. Get rested up, relaxed, and then we'll see you down here in Southwest Florida, hopefully very soon. Look forward to working with each and every one of you. Just give me a call, 239-872-7736. This week's a pretty busy week for us. We've got several clients in town, negotiating a couple transactions that we're working on, as well as have my wife's birthday, my anniversary, and then, of course, Christmas. So, boy, what a busy week. Anyway, keep the questions coming in, folks. I've got a few questions that we're going to go through today, as well as have a tour of short sale homes for you, working with a couple clients looking at different short sales and different price ranges. And even though that we know short sales very seldom close at the price that they're asking for, because those are really, for the most part, teaser prices just to get an offer in so they can start the bank process, so then the realtor can find out what the approved price is. If you don't really understand, if you're new to my videos and you're new to my program, go ahead and click on the bottom of the email I sent out to you. I've got two good videos on short sales, how they really work, all the nuts and the bolts and the ins and the outs, because I find that 95% of the people don't understand really how short sales work. They just think that, that's less than, they're selling it for less than what the bank owes, and the bank would be happy to sell it because everybody's dying and got all these homes for sale, and there's not enough buyers. Well, down here, I hate to tell you, but our inventory is down to a 2-month supply. Prices have gone up 18% in Naples and over 12% in Fort Myers. We've sold twice the amount of homes the last 3 years, each year, 2009, 2010, and 2011, then the boom years of 2004, 2005. So that's twice as many homes are selling. So if somebody's telling you that the market is not brisk down here, these prices are definitely going up. They're still the best they've ever been in history. The bottom was March of 2009. Since then, it's increased steadily throughout. So if you're waiting to hit the bottom for a great deal, you already missed it. If you're waiting to get those $50,000 foreclosure homes out in Lehigh and Cape Coral and Fort Myers, sorry you missed that one as well. Those homes are now up in about the $100,000 range. But anyway, let's start with our questions today. This one here comes from Renee. Looks like Renee up in where's she at? 412. I believe that may be up in Pennsylvania. And she says, my one question is I have regarding a short sale. If accepted, are you required to pay all cash, or can you apply for financing? Well, Renee, the good news is no. You can apply for financing. It's just like any other transaction. You can pay cash, or you can go ahead and finance the property. Either way, the bank really doesn't make any difference. The only hoops that you have to go through is in order to put in your offer, if you're going to use financing, you're going to have a pre-qualification and a pre-approval letter, not just a pre-qualification at the time that you put in the offer, because all the banks and all the short sale negotiators require that you have your financing in place and your pre-approval in place, or they won't even take a look at your offer. So I hope that answers your question. If you need some more explanation on that, please go ahead and give me an email. This another one is from Mary Lou. Looks like up in Farmington, Pennsylvania, and she says, I've only received your video emails, which are a little cumbersome to get through. If you have listings that fit the criteria I've sent you previously, let me know. Well, Mary Lou, I'm sorry to hear that you find they're a little bit cumbersome. Again, this is not our market watch or a home search. This is just a daily way for me to keep in front of everybody a couple times a week and bring you some of the better buys I see, and answer any questions that you have, and just kind of be the pulse of the market for you until you get a chance to get down here and answer your questions and show you the best buys and the best deals down here. Our Market Watch and our home search is truly the most advanced, exclusive MLS search system here in Southwest Florida. It's an exclusive to us. It's all of ours, and we're more than happy to get it set up to you. And I know most of you have subscribed to it. Unfortunately, just telling us 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a pool home in Fort Myers isn't quite enough. We have about 200 different fields that we can fill in our search criteria so we can find you the exact home of your dreams. And we need to know a little bit more information on exactly what it is that you're looking for. So it requires that you give us a call. Either that or give us your phone number with a short email at the best time to give you a call. It takes 5 or 10 minutes to get you all set up. Plus, the other thing, as you know, in the world of PCs and computers, a lot of times, it'll send you the link and you won't click on the link, or there's a conflict or something like that. So what we do is we work with you up front and make sure that you can open those properties and that your computer's working okay and that you're viewing the property. So it only takes a few minutes. So Mary Lou, if you're looking for properties that are only going to get emailed to you every day before the realtors even see them, of the properties only that match exactly what you're looking for, say if you're only looking for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, pool homes, 1,500 square feet within 5 minutes of the Gulf, in Fort Myers, on and on and on, it'll only send you those properties and it'll save you tons and tons of time. But to do that, you got to give Carol a call, 239-872-7736, and get all set up on that. But thank you for your question, and I really appreciate that. This is Maria. Maria has sent me this email. She actually has 2 questions. She said, question 1, what are the chances of actually closing on a short sale? In parentheses, because the banks don't seem to be aggressive towards trying to recoup some of their money. Well, actually, Maria, I have an attorney full-time on staff that works only on my short sales. So if you work with me and you buy a short sale, we've had a 100% success rate on closing the short sales. Now, I say that with a little bit of tongue-in-cheek because you do have to qualify the short sales that you're going to get involved in. That doesn't mean any short sale that I sell you is going to close. But before we get involved in a short sale, you or I'd make sure that I qualified the short sale, I qualified the owner, qualified the broker, and the bank, and everyone before you got involved in it, so that we knew up front that we stood at least an 85% chance of getting it closed, and then we turn the attorneys loose on them. So with us, we've closed 85% of them. Now, 85% at the price that they advertise? No, that's hard to say. It's all over the board. Usually, it's not at the asking price. It's at a price that's higher than that, or they ask the buyer or the seller to carry back a note to cover some of the expenses. Again, take a look at my short sale video and it'll explain it all in detail. And the next question, what % can you expect to pay or have accepted on the asking price on a home, and does offering a cash closing make any difference? Well, the cash is king, as you all know, but unfortunately, the legalities of it is that financing is considered as good as cash with most sellers. However, if you're in a bidding situation, which most of the short sales under $150,000 are in down here, a lot of the banks will take, $5,000 or $10,000 less on a price. I've had that happen a couple times, and take a cash deal over a financing just because they know it's going to close. I will tell you this, the median sales price listing to sold price here in Southwest Florida is 96%. And what that means is that for the homes that are closing, not every home because there's a lot of overpriced junk in the market, but of the homes that are selling and closing, they are selling at 96% of the asking price at the time the contract was written. So I hope I've answered that question for you. Looks here like I've got one here from Joe. He says, in my opinion, what do you think the market is going to do in 2012 percent-wise? Well, I think we're going to stay about the rate we're at, somewhere between 7 and 15%. It all depends on the properties that you're looking at. Obviously, the more highly desirable properties are going to increase a little bit faster. Those are your waterfront properties, your canal properties, your beach properties, Naples, Sanibel. Fort Myers Beach is also a great bet for single-family homes. The condo market is still going to be somewhat slow. It's going to appreciate, probably stay pretty much level for the next 12 to 18 months. Probably appreciate a little bit on the real desirable units with great views and a lot of amenities. But for the most part, the condo market is going to remain relatively soft because our supply and inventory is so high still in the condo market. And with the prices the way they are, most people would prefer, to buy a house instead of a condo. So that's really moving the condo market. Again, Joe, take a look at my market report that I did a couple days ago. It'll really give you an idea on what the market is doing. But I fully expect it, unless there's another 911 or some sort of terrorist attack or you know, something that goes haywire with you know, our elections come up or something like that. If everything continues to stay unnoble, I think you're going to see that we're going to have another record year down here in Southwest Florida. Prices are going to continue to rise, and buyers are going to continue to whine about losing so much money that they should have bought in 2009, 2010, and again in 2011. So if you're waiting, you better get on the stick and you better get going. So far in 30 years, I have not been wrong on my market analysis. I've been through this before in the 1980s with the Resolution Trust Corporations and all of that. I had over 100 units myself. I used to buy foreclosures and fix them up and hold them and sell them and have rentals, and so I have a lot of experience in that. I called this whole fiasco well before it happened and warned all my clients it was going to happen. So I'm telling you right now that you need to be buying. Real estate is going to be the best investment for the next few years. If you got it in the stock market, you got it in annuities, boy, you better get it in the real estate market, because as you've seen, it's the best place. Another question here from John Hooray. We sold a home to John here, and he says, my question is, why do I keep getting this when I'm not in the market? I've asked you a couple times to drop me off the list, but it hasn't happened. John, sorry about that. We have dropped you off the list as far as the emails that go out, the automatic emails and all of that. This is more of a custom personal email that I send out to just about everybody, to my entire database. It goes out to about 30,000 people who have all subscribed. At the bottom of any email we send, there's an unsubscribe link at the bottom of that, and you can go ahead and click that and you'll get off of all the automated emails and whatsoever. We don't want to send emails and information out to anybody who doesn't want it. I did check your account, John, and it is unsubscribed, but still, you're on my personal list as a former client. I hope you don't mind. If you see it come from us, just click it off if you don't want it. But unfortunately, that's why you know, you may be getting this. But again, John, if you want to be completely off of everything, I'm more than happy to, because I don't want to be bugging you in your email, or anybody for that matter. So give us a call, 239-872-7736, and let us work with you and make sure that you're not getting stuff if you truly don't want it. By the way, John, happy Christmas, or Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope to see you when you get down here, or if you're in town, give us a call. And finally, James Clement says, I'm enjoying your video tours and learning a lot. Thank you. I do look forward to the upcoming YouTube presentations that I try to learn about the market you cover in preparation for investing here. He just said to be careful. You know, he had a concern that I may be, you know, playing it down, the security and the lack of concern about security and whatsoever down here. And folks, I'm not trying to give any legal advice or to play it down at all. I think you need to be concerned about security and home security and welfare for family, pets, and personal belongings wherever you are. However, down here in Southwest Florida, it is a wonderful place to live. I strongly suggest that you do all the research on crime and all of that stuff yourself, and do the research for anything that you may find that's important to you regarding your move down here in Southwest Florida. And that's what we're here to do, and I'll be more than happy to try to find you all the stats and statistics, or who to talk to about all of those kinds of things. We have great companies that have alarm systems, motion detectors, all of that kinds of stuff. If it's really of concern to you, then I would highly suggest a gated community. But most of the gated communities down here, again, you know, don't keep everybody out. Sometimes you know, pretty easy to get in them, but it does afford a little bit of peace of mind. I still say that the 24-hour security alarm system is probably the best way to go. And I also have some clients that are using a video camera systems hidden throughout their house. It's really inexpensive from what I understand, and they literally can sit in their office in Canada or California or New York, pull up their computer and watch the gardener and the pool person and the cleaning person in their house and that sort of thing from the comfort of their home or their office, wherever they're at. And it's all, from what I understand, it's only a couple $100. I can put you in touch with them if that's something of interest to you. But again, I'm not trying to downplay the fact that Southwest Florida is a great place to live, and our crime rate here is very reasonable. I have not had a client, to the best of my knowledge, in all the time that I've been here, that has had a house broken into, being even, you know, considering that most of the people aren't here 70% of the time. I think that's pretty good, but that doesn't mean that you can take it for granted and take it nonchalantly, and I, again, would highly suggest that you take all the precautions and insurance necessary to protect yourself. So anyway, thanks again. James, for that word of advice, and I'll take it with a big thank you as well, and I hope you're enjoying the tours. Well, let's start with take a look at a few houses today. This first house I have to show for you is down here on Primo Drive in Fort Myers Beach. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a small home at 960 square foot, but it's $250,000. Again, it's just steps to Times Square in the Gulf of Mexico. This is down on Fort Myers Beach. The home also features a pool on a beautiful canal. The pool has a screened enclosure. It does have weekly rentals. This is a pretty good buy at $250,000 on Fort Myers Beach. I haven't seen one, but again, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's only 1,000 square foot, but I haven't seen one for this price on the water with a pool in Fort Myers Beach for years. This is a great buy. Don't miss out on it if you're looking for your private place. That whole basement, I can guarantee, is not finished, and you can change that into living space and usable space as well, so that can double the size there downstairs. This one here is also $250,000. It's on Southeast 23rd Street in the Cape. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square foot home on a 1/4 of an acre on the water. As you see there, I outlined it for you. Now, this is a short sale, so please visit my short sale videos. I don't want any of my buyers to have unrealistic expectations, but I want to show you what some of these prices on short sales are. Not to say that you can buy them for this, but this is what I get people seeing all the time, and they think, well, if they're asking $230,000, they're going to take $180,000. The chances are that if they're asking $230,000, the bank's really going to come back at $265,000 and then want the seller or the buyer to carry an additional $20,000 to $30,000 note. That's very common and very realistic, but I want to show you these. So there's a good shot of the pool area, a little bit of the inside of this house. Again, this is a short sale, got a great dock, and it could result in delays. Gulf access on this price is insane at $250,000, but again, it's only an asking price. Let's whip into this next one here. Is at $249,900. It's on Southwest 39th Terrace in Cape Coral. This is a great deal. It's waterfront home with golf access. The house is centrally located. It's close to schools, the shopping, and the beaches. It has solar heated private pool with a separate jacuzzi, screen lanai, boat dock with electric boat lift, water and electricity down at the dock. It's got a great view of the canal, 1,800 square foot. Again, 0.230 acres. There's a new reverse osmosis drinking water system on this home in the kitchen. There's a picture of the jacuzzi and the canal there. And again, at $249,000, great little boat dock to keep your boat. A few things like that. Whip through these pictures real quick. I'm going to try to speed this up so I can show you a few more homes here today. This one here is just reduced to $249,000. This is in Cape Coral as well, off of Southeast 37th. It's a 3-2, about 1,500 square foot golf access, beautifully updated inside and out pool home. It's got southern exposure. It's ready to move in now. It's a delightful 3-2, 2-car garage home. It's tucked away in a quiet neighborhood with curb appeal galore. You're welcome with a very inviting trellised entryway, and then you find real hardwood floors in the main areas, new carpet in the bedrooms, and gorgeous landscaping and curbing, and it has that really neat barrel tile roof that so many people like. It has a dock with an 8,500-pound lift with a canopy, new air conditioning and storm shutters, updated plumbing, water heater, and a pool pump, great appliances, outdoor shower, hot water, new fence, central vac, all kinds of extras. Very nice peaceful view of a 100-foot wide canal. Make that a pretty good opportunity there in the $249,000 range. Now this is another short sale at $249,000. It's in the Cape off of Southeast 32nd. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 2,000 square foot with a wraparound driveway there. It is a golf access pool home. There's only one bridge out to the Gulf here. All assessments are in and have been paid. It has a wraparound dock with a 7,000-pound boat lift and a new roof in 2004, new outside air conditioning. Many upgrades have been done with this home, including that large paver lanai and the PebbleTech pool finish. All the sliding glass doors led out to the pool area in this home. So at $249,000, that's a pretty good buy. These are the best of the best at the $249,000 range if you're looking for to beat golf access. Here's a one at $239,000 that I looked at on Coral Point Drive. It's a 4-2, about 2,000 square foot. This is spacious and private. It's sailboat access pool home, and it's on a wide canal. It's just literally 2,000 feet to the river. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It was built in 1980. It does have a 2-car garage. You'll be boating in the out in the river in minutes from this location. If you want a great view with no neighbors out back, this is it. It's down in Coral Point Drive. You got to check out the view from the dock here. It's an older home. It needs some updating and it needs some TLC and it needs a dock and a few other things. But it's got a huge older pool in it that's all ready to go. I didn't see anything bad about this. But at $239,000, what can you expect for a great sailboat access home? Now this one's at $236,800. This is a great waterfront property with beautiful views of the canal, the city and water sewer. It's close to schools and shopping, and at $236,800, this home on Ottercrest Lane in Cape Coral is a pretty nice buy as well. Now again, this is a foreclosure on this one. It's Bank of America, which is was the worst bank to deal with, is now getting to be one of the better ones according to my attorney. That's a Bank of America home. Now this 3-2 home is 1,800 square foot. It's off of Southeast 31st Terrace. It's for $230,000. Now again, this is another short sale, and unfortunately I don't have any more pictures to show you, but it's a beautiful pool home. It's got 10-foot high ceilings, carpet, and 42-inch high kitchen cabinets. So it's got the nice high kitchen cabinets, walk-in pantry in the laundry room, pantry in the kitchen, garden tub in the master with his and her sinks. It's on a 100-foot canal with a wraparound dock, boat lift, and a tiki hut, all for $230,000. It's about a 25-minute drive out to the river. Now this one here is at $229,900. It's off of Southwest 47th Terrace. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 1,700 square foot. It is another short sale. It is in Cape Coral. It was built in 2003. It's got a great wraparound dock, as you see there, with a lift. It has a 3-bedroom plus den. It's 2.5 baths. It has a swimming pool with an electric heater, granite countertops throughout, stainless steel appliances, quick river access with no locks, just one bridge. Walk around boat lift like I showed you there in the first picture with a 10,000-pound lift. It's got a great convenient location there on Southwest 47th Terrace. It's only minutes to all kinds of great shopping and dining destinations. And this would make somebody a great pool home and or a good cash cow for a real estate investment. Now this one here is also a short sale at $229,000, also on Southwest 47th. A great 3-2-bath home, newer home, built in 2007. It is again a short sale, which will result in delays. It's a gorgeous Gulf access pool home. The home was completely remodeled recently. It's got new new paint, new carpet, new appliances, upgraded wood kitchen cabinets, Corian countertops in the kitchen, granite countertops in the bathroom, outside kitchen, which is great for barbecue with a built-in electric barbecue stent. It's got 2 vanities in the master bathroom, dual showers, separate garden tub, and 2 twin walk-in closets. So this is going to be the last one on the tour today. I know I went through a lot with the questions. I'm only going to try to answer 1 or 2 questions a day, as long as you keep your questions coming. So let's get through these last pictures. There's a great picture with a walking out to the pool. It's got the waterfalls right here and the water features and the view out on the canal, and that's the pool bath, and an overall view of the kitchen. Well, that about wraps up today's tour, folks. This is Alan Smith bringing you another great tour of Southwest Florida's best buys and homes and foreclosures. And again, this is not our market watch. Please don't confuse it with that. If you want our market watch and our home search, you got to give us a call so we can get you set up, make sure your computer's working so that you can see the best buys before the realtors and other people come up with before it comes up on the realtors' computers and they get snapped away. Because the best buys are only lasting a week, 10 days down here once they're priced right. And then they get multiple offers. So again, I'm looking for your questions, because I know if you have a question, there's at least 10 other people that have the same questions. Please email me or call me with your questions. I'd love to go ahead and answer them on the tour. So shoot me your questions. This is Alan Smith wishing you another wonderful, great 80-degree day over Christmas. It's not quite the snowy Christmas that you're used to up north, which I love so dearly, but it's pretty tough to beat shorts and 80 degrees in the middle of December. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.